If you want to get even more information for the champion that I'm playing in the video, I have made a written guide that you can check out, and the link to it will be in the video description. The guide explains basically everything: runes, items, builds, game stages, and more. Each guide also has a unique matchup spreadsheet, and the link to the spreadsheet is on the guide itself. And once you click the matchup link, you will find build and level up orders alongside tips and tricks for every single champion you can face. For example, if you struggle as Darius versus Anivia because she's not really picked top lane, you can go to the Darius guide, click on the matchup spreadsheet link, and you will see what I do versus her. The video description contains every single guide that I have currently available. These guides and matchup spreadsheets are completely free. You don't have to pay anything for them. The only thing you can do is actually like or dislike the actual guide, but that's it. I update both the guides and the matchup spreadsheets quite frequently, and I'd say around 98% of the total information on the guides and the matchup spreadsheets is completely up to date. With all that out of the way, please enjoy this video. 3-6 Shen actually has a lot of power in this matchup. He can be quite aggressive and he can chunk you down really hard, especially if he pulls the Spirit Blade through you. His level 2 is especially deadly because he can taunt in your face and then auto you 3 times with his Q, and then you hard lose that. Even if you take W, it's quite bad. Most of the time you just want to Q poke him from max range and not much else. You can look for the all-in, but I don't recommend it. If you look to pull him in, he can just dash away and then that's the end of the trade. It's very difficult to actually keep Shen in a fight before 6. After 6 it's much easier because you can just ult him and then he's trapped in the 1v1. But before that he can do super short trades and then run away. He can walk up to you with his Q auto attacks, attack you 3 times and then just taunt away. And it is going to be very difficult to pull him back. He can either use his E when he sees your pull coming, or he can just use his E to distance himself and then you won't be able to pull him because he'll be out of range. You can actually find kill angles pre-6 if he overcommits, but it's mostly on him to mess up. If he just plays it safe, you won't really have a kill angle. After 6, you kind of just want to keep him perma pushed in. This way he won't be able to safely ult a teammate. If he does ulti someone, then you can actually punish him and take plates. You can also freeze the wave, but I only really recommend this after you get your Rylai's. And this is because once Rylai's is acquired, he finally cannot really escape you. If the wave is on your side, you can chase him down really hard and beat him. But you never want to actually underestimate his damage. He can still put up a very good fight. He might even go for an Navori Flicker Blade second, which is going to actually give him a lot of dueling power. You should still be able to win it even if he has that, as long as your ulti is up. If your ultimate is down, you might not actually get to win it. Other than that, there's not much else to the matchup. Just respect his pre-6, then perma push him in after 6, and then once you get Rylai, you can look for a freeze angle on your side because he won't be able to ever walk up to farm. So you don't care if he ults on the other side of the map because he genuinely will not be able to walk up top lane to farm anytime your ulti is up after Rylai. I shouldn't flash here. I'm basically dead no matter what. It was just a waste on my end. I would have actually liked to test Serpent's Fang this game, but I felt like if I didn't go magic resist on my final item here, Rise would just explode me. And even once I got some magic resist, his damage was still ridiculous. Perhaps I shouldn't have bought Death's Dance and then Serpents instead, but I really like how the bleed feels. I remember in this game specifically that Ashe didn't group with us at all, so it was really difficult to take fights because they'd always be 4v5. The matchup is mostly about the way you play around her parry and her vitals. She can actually parry both your pool and your ulti, so you have to keep that in mind. It's really important to try to dodge out as many vitals as possible. If Fiora takes Grasp, it most likely means she's just gonna perma Q poke you, and not really go for an all-in. If she takes Conquer or Press the attack, and then combines it with Ignite, she's going to be really aggressive and have a ton of kill pressure on you. Ideally, you try not to fight her that much until you get your Bramble Vest, and afterwards you're kinda good to go. In my case, I fought her before that, but I really shouldn't have. You do have kill angles, but it can be quite difficult to get them reliably. The first large spike you actually get is Rylai's. Once you get to Rylai, you can actually fight her really hard. Fiora's Q dash speed scales with her actual movement speed. So that means that the slower she is, the slower her Q dash will be. So it's going to take longer for her to actually reach the vital, or to fully complete her Q animation. This is actually pretty noticeable when it happens in-game. You can go to teamfights versus her, and super late game she will basically always 1v1 you, but you need to keep the side lane pushed. If you don't push out the side lane and then go to teamfight, she will melt your turrets. You have to push out waves and then go. After Rylai, you can take something like Bloodletter's Curse or Liandry or Rocket Belt, but I'm still trying to brute force a lot of AD items just to test them. So in this case, I went for Hexblade second. It might not have been the proper buy, but I did it just to test the item.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
After this pool miss, I should have stopped chasing Zeri. I'm not gonna be able to kill her, and it may even lead to my death. This game didn't go that well, but I wanted to showcase it just because I think the laning phase part of the game was actually not bad. So I could show what you can do against Gragas. In my eyes, this is just a very boring lane. You just want to Q-poke him from max range, and that's it. If he wants to do a short trade, you need to have your W up. It is going to be very difficult to chase him down because most Gragas players run phase rush. This is also why I don't go Rylai. My secondary also has second wind and revitalize, so I can have as much healing as possible. The goal is just to Q-poke and sustain his damage until eventually he goes out of mana. And that is genuinely it. That is the entire game plan. Don't overchase fights, just keep queuing him. If he dashes in your face, you can look for a pool because he will be stuck in his own dash animation. All Gragas will most likely do is prep his W and then E into you, use an auto attack, and then pop his Q on you, and then run away. That is going to be the trade pattern that he will do for most of the laning phase. Either that or just throwing his barrel out a lot to poke you down. This is the reason as to why I like to go Cosmic Drive Rush into Gragas, because it gives me that 25 ability haste and it allows me to have my W and Q way more often. After Cosmic Drive, I look to go for Spirit Visage. Once I get the Visage, it is basically impossible for Gragas to stick damage onto me reliably in any kind of short trade. You can also max your W second if you'd like, but I don't find the use for it in this particular matchup. I think the sustain you already have from runes is going to be enough in this case. This game, I actually didn't go for Cosmic Drive, and instead I went for Spear of Shojin, just to test how Shojin feels. It will still give me ability haste, but it is going to be only on my basic spells, so my ultimate won't be affected by it. At the very least, it's 25 basic ability haste, so my Q, W, and E gain the same haste benefit from Cosmic Drive. I'm not sure if you're ever supposed to take Shojin on Mordekaiser, but again, I just wanted to test the item to see how it would feel, as kind of a mix between something like Cosmic Drive and Rift Maker, where you get some decent dueling power once you stack Shojin, but also have some very good ability haste for your basic spells. Mercury Treads are also really good against Gragas if you can actually buy them. His Body Slam has a knockback and a stun effect to it. So if you get your Mercs when he Body Slams into you, you will actually reduce the stun timer, which is very significant into him. You will actually feel the difference. There's not much else to the lane really. Perma poke him with Q while trying to avoid his poke as much as possible. And make sure your W's up whenever you go for a trade of any kind. His passive will also heal him a significant amount, so if you want to, you can buy an early Oblivion Orb. But I usually don't do that. I know he has ultimate up, but I don't care. The reason I use my ulti here is to push him out of the lane. Even if he doesn't die, my goal is just to make him recall, and then push in the wave and get a reset for myself. But unfortunately, his jungler comes top and actually helps him push out the wave into my side. So I can't capitalize on him being really low to set up my reset.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Plating will soon fall. Killing spree.
Thank you all for joining me in this video. I hope you found the information useful, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.
I am favored by the gods and awaited in the Hall of Bones.